Good evening with your CIGTV news update. I'm Simon Boxall in for Donna Bush. In today's top story, with Earth Day just 2 weeks away, we take a look at the Cayman Islands recycling program. The Department of Environmental Health is calling for members of the public to support recycling efforts, especially during this Earth Month. The Cayman Islands recycles aluminum cans, used motor oil, used cooking oil, scrap metals and batteries, as well as natural Christmas trees. In addition, several private companies are involved in recycling and composting efforts. Department of Environmental Health staffer Tanya Johnson explains why recycling is important.
The reasons why we recycle is that it helps the environment. It helps to conserve natural resources that would otherwise be destroyed, and plus it helps to keep waste, certain types of waste, out of the landfill. So instead of everything going to the Georgetown landfill, certain things are recycled. So we remove all the metals, we remove all the batteries, we don't landfill oil. So by recycling, we help the environment and we help to reduce the amount of waste that ends up in the landfill.
Aluminum can collection bins are located at the following sites: at West Bay at the Foster's Republics, also on 7 Mile Beach, that's the Foster's at the Strand, and the container is located behind the beauty salon. In Georgetown, also at St. Ignatius School, and at the Foster's Airport Center, also at the Government Administration Building. In the Prospect area, there's a container at Hurley's Grand Harbor, in Savannah Boddentown, at Foster's Countryside, again that's located behind the beauty salon. North side, you can find one at the Craddock Ebanks Civic Center, in East End at the East End Primary School, and you can also find aluminum can receptacles in all public parks and in all private and public schools. They can also be found at many West Bay Road condominiums. Receptacles for plastics and glass are provided by private recycling companies, and they're located at some of the supermarkets listed above. Glass and aluminum receptacles are available at Cayman Bay. A commission that seeks to protect the rights of mental health patients and their families has already begun work. The Ministry of Health revealed yesterday. The Mental Health Commission law deals with persons who are detained against their will and establishes an appeal process for those who think they have been wrongly detained. The Commission will strive to ensure that the detention is in the patient's best interest. Members include Chairman Dr. Mark Lockhart, Deputy Chairs Taylor Burrows-Nixon and Oliver Watler, as well as Dr. Blanca Bolia, Julene Banks, Faylene Ebanks-Saku, Pastor Dale Forbes, Sophia Walker, and Kimberly Voden. As part of its role, the Commission will focus on key issues and make recommendations to government, service providers, and other stakeholders on a way to improve the local mental health system. Our final story takes us to the Cayman Islands Further Education Center, where students have returned from their first field trip abroad. CIFEC teacher Lorna Blackman recently took 8 students from their tutor group to Jamaica to learn about that country's world-famous coffee industry. Ms. Blackman explained that the group had been assigned a special project and chose to focus on coffee. She says her objective for the trip to Jamaica was for young people to immerse themselves in the world of coffee growing from seed to sieve, and they indeed returned inspired and full of interesting information.
There's something that really amazes us, well, the processing of the coffee, and that is when they are testing the coffee through smell and tasting. If one worker wore powder or deodorant or perfume, the entire batch is destroyed because the coffee picks up that scent. That is why the Blue Mountain coffee lives up to its name for being the best coffee in the world.
Students yesterday presented findings from the trip to their peers at CIFEC. Among those organizations that sponsored or otherwise assisted with their travel were the Jamaican Consulate in Cayman, Rotary Central, Airport Professional Services, the Teachers Association of Jamaica, and Oberlin High School. As always, reminding you to tune in to Radio Cayman's Talk Today show weekdays at 12:15 with host Sterling Dwayne Ebanks. Tomorrow's guests include organizers of the Small Business Expo and Earth Month. And don't forget, you can watch the CIGTV News Update rebroadcasts throughout the night or on our Facebook and YouTube pages. And that ends another news update here on CIGTV. As always, I'm Simon Boxall. Good night, and thanks for watching.